gotta put this swank on it. I got this. You know I gotta put this swank on it. You know it is. Well, alright.
Hello everyone. Welcome back to Room 212. I am your host, BJ Johnson. How you doing over there, Dante?
I'm blessed, man. Can't complain. How you doing?
You good? I like the hat.
Appreciate it.
Okay. It seems like we got some special guests here. We got some new people. Usually it's just us two, but we got some light-skinned fellas here. First, we'll to the gentleman to my right with the green hat. Introduce yourself.
Yo, my name is Devin. Kind of Dante's right hand. Known him for a long time. High school? Yeah, man. Way back in high school. Linked up. Recently, a couple of years ago, been working with him photography with all of his clothing brand and stuff, supporting as much as I can. So yeah,
you the shooter. Okay,
the shooter.
I got you. All right,
keep a shooter to the left of me. Literally.
And then we got a gentleman over there with the skull. Introduce yourself.
I'm Chris Childs, art/shoe customizer, also known as the light skin god. GAWD, because GOD is blasphemy, aka the light skin Hokage, aka young golden retriever, and we got many more names, and you can backtrack those too. We got them on Google.
We got them on Google. Crazy.
Pull them up. You got the laptop. Pull them up.
AKA young Houdini. Come on now. Y'all
Pull them up.
Well, I appreciate y'all being here today. It seems, usually it's just Dante and myself, so we got to have y'all here for a reason. And I think a lot of y'all are, sneakerheads in your own right. We got a lot of sneakers here on the table, so I figure we can just, have a conversation.
Sure.
I'm not a sneakerhead, so I'm more so. I just want to hear y'all. I want to hear y'all perspective on some different things. Just have a dialogue on some kicks if y'all down with that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Okay. So first off, we'll just set the tone. Anyone can pick up the question. What made y'all get into sneakers, and what made you get into either collecting sneakers, or you just say you're a shoe customizer? What made y'all get into this world, so to speak?
Well, it was for me. It was. I feel like I was born into it. I have older brothers. My granny, my moms, my pops. Like everybody always had. I call them Swanky Feet, but everybody always had kicks. And my first pair of sneakers was some Air Jordan 6s, and I got them hanging in my rearview mirror. So I always tell people I'm a 31-year sneaker vet. So I mean, it's been my whole life, literally.
Respected.
Okay. So he was spoiled early. Then you got J's on the first pair of shoes. Okay, got you. So you was spoiled. I got you. I didn't get my first pair of J's until I think I stole them.
And I want
I was like 19 or 20.
I want to definitely get into that because I'm not a believer of the whole you gotta have money to have sneakers. I never believed that.
Really?
Yeah.
See,
I don't feel like that's true.
Interesting.
Because there's several different brands that aren't expensive that you can rock. That
even today?
Definitely, yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
We'll get into it. What about you over there, Chris?
Man, I felt like I came out the wound in some J's. You feel me? I feel like, I don't know. I just always liked them, especially going into high school. I started customizing shoes back in 2013, and I really just did that just so I can be unique and just do something that I like. I can wear something that's one of one. And after that, it just grew more into a love. I love vintage clothing, shoes, everything like that. I like having stuff that no one has. Like, I used to wear Jordans and stuff like that. I don't even wear J's and stuff like that no more unless I customize them, just because I like to look unique. I like to have stuff that no one else has, no matter if it's a design, like a complex design, a colorway, no matter what it is. But also I just like being cozy as well. So my whole style was kind of everything from luxury to how he was saying, just like some coziness, like some Crocs and stuff like that. It just all depends on how I feel today, if I got the Swanks on or not, how you would say, just the Swanks.
Throw the Crocs away.
I should have worn my Crocs.
Disrespect.
What about you, Devin? What got you into sneakers?
Kind of the same thing. That's when I was growing up. We definitely came from a family that didn't have a lot of money and stuff like that, but we always had shoes. It was Nike or Air Force Ones or something like that. So that was definitely helpful. And I think it was even better, once you get to be an adult and you start making a little bit of money, you can really get what you want. And interested to see where, more the conversation goes, because like you said, don't necessarily need money to have sneakers. So I disagree a little bit, because, I agree in the fact of there are a lot of sneakers that you can make your own and you can style it with the fits that you have. But I also feel like, just different directions the culture is going in order to truly get these sneakers you want. Sometimes that money does become a very large factor. But for the most part, again, back in the day, I think I wore the same pair of Forces all through high school.
Facts.
Different color laces, go with different fits, change the style of the laces, so that you can definitely make any sneaker your own.
So then, okay, so let's get into this then. With it being a sneakerhead, right? First off, what would classify you as a sneakerhead? What is your definition of a sneakerhead? Because I feel like we have three different, maybe possible opinions here. What classifies you or a person as a sneakerhead?
Well, I think you got different. So you got a sneakerhead, and then you got a soul collector, and then you got
like a soul collector?
Yeah, so a collector is like somebody that just buys the sneakers but don't wear them.
Got you, because I know some girls that are soul collectors. But keep going.
But
y'all know who y'all are.
That's a good one.
To me, I feel like a sneakerhead is like, you got a little bit of hype, you got a little bit of what you like, but it's honestly just the thrill of, even to me, the smell of a new sneaker is like beautiful. Like I literally will take a new sneaker I bought and just be like, like it's refreshing, bro. Like
I ain't never seen you smell that bright. That's crazy. He really in love.
You be licking the soles.
Nah,
like
I never
Fat
did
Joe?
the Fat Joe. I never did the Fat Joe.
He has nasty.
Yeah,
Seen it.
fresh out the box. What? When I saw MTV Cribs when Fat Joe did, he's like, I ain't never wore these or something. He licked them. I was like, oh, that's what success looked like. So every time I bought some shoes, I ain't did it now. I was a kid. Bow, just lick.
That's
Whatever.
crazy.
Different.
That's different.
But what about y'all? Do y'all agree with Dante, or do y'all have a different meaning of what a sneakerhead or what it looks like?
No, so for sure, like just a sneakerhead in general, so the excitement about it. So, if I may order 2-3 pairs online, and I'm looking at my tracking every single day, just waiting for the box to show up.
Like
and
a little kid.
Exactly. I think it was a little bit better back in the day, because we could actually go to releases and line up at 6 a.m. And, you had the community where you start recognizing people. So y'all start texting and meeting up for launches and stuff like that. But Dante said, like, the soul collector, I'm guilty as charged. And a lot of people don't like soul collectors. Like, it's if you buy something, you need to wear it. Like, you can see, I got a pair on the table that's still in the plastic. I haven't taken it off. And, that's one of my personal grails. And it's almost like a fear to wear it, because you just don't know what might happen to them. And also you work so long to get that sneaker. Right. So I think that's where that whole soul collector thing comes into play. But I'm actually glad you brought that separate, point up.
So hold on. We're going to get to your answer. But let me, these are the ones you referred to, right?
Yep.
So could you explain, soul collectors, you ain't never wore it.
No, never wore it. Still in the plastic.
It looks like it's
Still
in the condom.
DS, baby. DS.
Literally, so there's still DS, still in the plastic. So it's actually a collab with Concepts. And the sneaker is actually called, like, the Holy Grail. That's what it's called, the Holy Grail SB.
Gotcha.
So, and also a part of the sneakerhead culture, not to get SBs confused with Dunks. 2 different shoes.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's also a big topic. I don't like Dunks. I don't wear Dunks. Dunks is the thin tongue. So the SB is Nike skateboard, and you got the thick tongue on it. Gotcha. So I really only wear Dunks. I really don't wear too many Dunks at all.
Gotcha.
SBs, he also said DS, dead stock means you've never worn. That's what DS means.
So with this then, right, when did you buy these shoes? What year?
Man, to be honest with you, so the resale culture and stuff, SBs especially past couple of years just blew up. So these shoes, I had an opportunity to buy them. I think it was back in 2013 or 14 when they came out, and they were just sitting on the shelf. Nobody wanted SBs, so I could have got them for $100. So I actually just got these 2 weeks ago. I just got these shoes.
Gotcha.
And because it resonated with me a little bit different, because I wanted them for so long, and I missed the opportunity. So I just got these, but coming into like the whole cash thing, I I had to pay to get these.
You care to name that price? You ain't got to.
Oh yeah, no. So retail 110, which I should have bought them for back in the day. 750.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Glizzy.
So Dante, it's still on the bottom. The sticker's still on the bottom.
Oh, yo, it's official. I don't know if y'all can pan up to it. What?
Man.
Oh, okay. So y'all, okay. Well, these are nice. Look, these are nice shoes. But damn, so that's crazy. That's where the resale comes into play, where you could have got some stuff 10 years ago for 100. It's 7 times the price.
Yeah, a couple more on the table that makes that price look tiny, but you know, it's crazy. Like the whole,
Like Travis Scott.
yeah, like the Travis Scott's ones I got right there. Those were
15,
23.
20.
So we're gonna get into that. Hold on.
Yeah.
We'll get into it.
Later
We'll get
on.
into it. So those shoes. So before we get past the Chris, those shoes right there. You just got those 2 weeks ago. They're dead stocks, right?
Yeah.
You probably won't ever wear those.
It's got to be the right occasion.
Like
to
if you
wear
was
them.
getting married type stuff, and you wanted to wear some
For
sneakers
sure.
type thing.
Or if it's one of those nights like out with the boys or something like that, going to a nice dinner, like that's the type of shoe. Like, again, I like to be different. I rock that with the suit or something like that.
Okay.
Yep, trying to stand out as much as possible.
Okay. Damn, that's crazy. All
But
right.
if it rains, I got to take them off and walk in my socks.
Nah, for real.
hey.
So what about you, Chris? All right. What defines a sneakerhead for you?
First off, I respect it. You gotta take the shoes off if it start raining. I respect that. Like they was saying, just going off them, it's like you love the culture. Like I can tell you back when I was 15, standing outside waiting for releases, like, yo, I'm keeping out for these. They ain't got these yet. Oh, like your heart beating, you just fiending for the shoes. So it's like everything about it, the backstory. Like you talk about Tinker and him like creating Jordan and all this other stuff, like the design concept. I'm an artist, so like the actual design framework of it, how you actually build the shoe, even the materials that people use, because it's so different from fly knit to mesh leather, all this different stuff that goes into a design, into a concept that actually just make this stuff possible. It's amazing. So I'm gonna talk about my shoes. I got the Raf Simmons up there. I ain't gonna talk about how much I paid for them.
Wait a minute. You didn't tell me what makes you a sneakerhead.
They
I
just
did,
said
but
everything.
You love the culture, and it's like I can tell you about some shoes I got in like 2013 that I did everything in them. There was some SB dunks, some highs, right?
Okay.
The Washington collaborations. Back then, how you were saying, like, the SBs, no one wanted them back then. I got those in like 2012, 2013. Got them off eBay for like $62. That's with shipping and everything. Right now, if I were to get the same shoe, if you go on GOAT, that shoe used is like $390. Used.
$390 what?
$390 without
Gotcha.
shipping and stuff like that. Used. So it's like the reselling culture, everything goes into that, because especially how we were saying, like the ticket on like the Travis Scott shoes compared to other ones, it's ridiculous just because of hype and whatever that may be to make that a bigger status shoe, which the quality could be trash on them, and it's just because it's so hype.
Yeah.
People have to have it.
So then, okay, appreciate that. So then there's 2 ways I want to kind of go with this. Y'all brought up the SBs a lot, but I'm going to hold off on that. You just brought up a part of hype versus, I want to ask y'all, what is y'all like hype versus preference? Because it seems like that shoe, if it was out a decade ago, what got it to the point where it's valued at this particular price now? And then I guess when you just said the Travis Scott's, how, why is it valued at that price? Because it's just all hype, or is it because of the materials and everything that's put into it? Or what are your guys' thought on just hype versus preference?
Right. So I'm curious if you agree. So I think hype directly correlates with trends. So if you want to, I guess if you want to be specific, people could consider a Panda Dunk as hype right now because there's a trend for it. And for example, so you've seen the Panda Dunks, the black and white dunks that everybody has now.
Throw them away.
Exactly. You just throw them all away. Like those dunks should be sitting on the shelf of Foot Lockers to get any day of the week. But they've already dropped, 6 times?
Yeah.
And they sell out immediately. It's a $100 shoe. Material is terrible.
Terrible.
But, if you go to a sneaker store to get them, you're paying $250 for it. So, like that, I think that's where, like, the hype and trends kind of correlate with one another. But even, like, the Travis Scott shoe, then I think that is a different type of hype because it's a collab with a big superstar, I think if that shoe were to come out and it wasn't tied to Travis Scott, I think you probably get that shoe for $300-400 bucks. But the fact that Travis Scott's attached to it, you know, that just kind of elevates it.
Yeah, because even with that, I've always wondered why collab with Travis Scott and he get all these different J's. Same with Drake,
Yep.
but real sneakerheads like Wale gets the ASIC.
Which I got those too, and I love them. But
But
to
a
your,
lot.
I
what-
got
what
the
was
Asics for
retail?
cheap. Asics retail were I think $100. I even bought the Wale ones for resale. I still only spent $160 on them.
See, that's crazy to me. That's,
Yeah, so like, is it just the stature of the artist that's attached to the collab?
And are you saying that because Wale is an actual sneakerhead
Yes.
and he knows about the culture?
Oh,
Or
yeah.
that's why you was making
Yeah,
that point?
because
For
it's
sure.
just like me personally, I hate the hype. I hate the era that we're in right now because the internet. Like I remember, bro, you can actually look on Snapchat. Like there's a thing on Snapchat that like shows you how to be a sneakerhead.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, where's the tradition?
It's
Where's
not
the-
authentic.
Which is
it's
sad.
not like at all. Like I remember, like we really had to, like back in the day, in the '90s, early 2000s, like everybody had their own style.
Oh,
like something
sure.
was in, like you would have the big T-shirts or the throwback shirt, whatever. But like everybody wore it their own way. Now you can go outside and you'll see 20 people all look alike. Like,
Oh yeah,
that's
same
crazy to me.
from almost head to toe, and again, like that's why I don't like certain parts of the hype because I don't know if it was like last year, or a couple years ago, there was like an older SB, it was like the SB Hemp Dunk, and Travis Scott wore it and just posted it on his Instagram. That $250 dunk went up to $850 just because Travis Scott posted a picture. So that's why I don't like the hype to an extent because now, like SBs that used to be sitting on the shelf, I could get them whenever I wanted to. If I don't hit on sneakers or a certain release, I'm getting taxed.
Yeah, that's a fact. Even with certain stuff like how you just talking about posting and whatever, it increased the value. Same thing like with Virgil when he passed away. Like if you want some off whites, you was probably spending a solid like ticket on them. You know, $1,100, $1,500 for them. But then that went up to $20,000. Stuff like that. It's crazy. And I'm not gonna lie, those Ralph Simmons I said before, those red ones, I got those off hype, and I didn't even want them. When I saw them, I was like, ooh, these ugly. I can't believe it. And that's when I got those back in 2018. That's when like ASAP dropped like Ras with Uzi and Wiz Khalifa, all these people, and it was like, ooh, please don't touch my Ras. I was like, dang, the hype is crazy. But I see these in person, and I'm like, these ugly. I really don't like them. I bought them anyway. I spent 380 pounds for that. If you want to translate what that actually means, that's like almost $430, right? And I hated those shoes. I didn't wear those shoes literally until 2021 December 18th. I did not take them out the box. And I wanted to sell them, but the resale value on those was so low. It was like $150 right now. And I was like, that's crazy. Those are a designer and also a huge corporation, Adidas, collaborating together. But then you have the Travis Scotts that's like, oh, how you saying like 2,300 and stuff like that. I was like, this is a legit designer, like credible. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
And materials on the shoe are, I mean, they're excellent. But, you know, to the point, again, just going back to hype, like I almost felt guilty buying those shoes because I felt like I was buying into the hype just for the price I paid for them. But in all reality, like I really wanted the shoe. Like it's a dope SB. Like I really wanted it. But like you feel guilty paying that much for the shoe. It's like, dang, this is ridiculous.
Do you regret that? Because I regret buying mine.
Oh, do I regret it? Absolutely not. I buy them again. Like
sure?
I don't regret it at all. But you know, in the back of my head, it's like, you know, dang, I really did that.
And I really despise the dunk culture right now because I honestly used to get made fun of for wearing SBs because I was a basketball player. So I never forget, like, I went to my college visit and I had the Skater Dodge on. And dudes was like, bro,
That's
you
a clean
skateboard?
That's clean SB too.
See what I'm saying?
Yes,
like, they really like,
right.
this is 2010.
Yeah.
And I'm going to a basketball game and I'm wearing SBs and they like, you don't hoop, bro. Like you wear skate, like you a skater.
They didn't know though.
But now it's just like
It's the norm.
And not so much the SBs, but dunks are just so like normal now. Like everybody, and that's the thing I hate about the culture right now is everybody has sneakers. Sneakers used to be like almost like a secret type of thing.
Yeah, it was more of a sanctuary type thing. Like it was like a secret society.
Exactly.
Like because you can go from like people was wearing blazers. Like it's a point in time. Y'all older than me, so growing up like in high school and stuff like that, it's like, all right, you have the blazers, you have like some type of like foam positive or flight positive, whatever the case may be. You got like the Ken Griffey's that came out.
Yeah.
You have like those, like, and then you have, you know, the like the cement fours that people had, and like those would be like people's staples, right?
Right.
And I had some of those, like, all right, cool, boom, boom. But people didn't. I was rocking foams back in the day, like the red metallics. People didn't have those. It's like, dang, like I know when I wore those, it's like, bro, you got those? I'm like, yeah, you don't know what these are, bro. Chill out. You don't know about this. Do your research, dog. But that just now it's just crazy because people don't even care. It was like, oh,
No,
everyone got those. I want those.
So what's the play devil's advocate, or not, just to get clarification then, what is the problem then? So like for me, I'm not a sneakerhead. I'm not. I want like right now I think these are blazers. I got on blazers. I wore dunks all the time in high school. Air Force Ones. Not really a J person like that. But I'll just get some stuff just because I like it. Right. But I'm not going to sit on it. I'm not one of those to sit on it. And as I told you before we got on the camera, the reason why I didn't buy, I'm hesitant to buy really, really nice shoes because I know I'm going to mess them up. He's seen me, I paint in some $300 shoes. Like I'll just paint on the wall. But so do you have an issue with someone like how I'll just go I'll probably buy every shoe on this table and just rock it just because I like it, not to be a hype beast. Is that what y'all referring to?
No, I can actually respect that. Like the fact that you can just buy it and just put your feet straight in them, that's actually dope.
You talking about? Okay, so y'all despise the reselling of it just for.
We despise somebody that's like, okay, for instance, say everybody in this room has their own style, and that's like same thing with Devin and the Aces. Like that's his style, and I like how they look on him. But me being a hype beast would be like, damn, those look dope on him, so I'm about to go get them.
Oh, I'm
That's
definitely
a perfect.
a hype beast then. What you mean?
Perfect way to put it.
But like also with like also going back to like the reselling culture. So the reselling culture really became a thing like 2013. I want to say like the All-Star game, because that's when they came out with like the galaxies, right? Like the Kobe galaxies, like came up with the whole galaxy pack. And then that's when bots really started getting introduced to the game because people started manipulating and started doing that. Now everything is just pure bots. So you have people like you had I think like someone that worked at Nike, like her son had so many shoes and was reselling.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, like it's a cheat code, and people that actually care about the culture, they came and get them because you have to hit what Devin was saying on like the sneaker apps and stuff like that. And the ratio of you hitting is extremely slim to none unless you have those bots. So if I don't have a bot, and say if I wanted to get the questions or the breads or anything like that, I ain't going to hit them. I mean, like the questions, they're not going to be like a release or anything like that. I'm just saying like an example. But especially for the breads, I'm not going to get those unless I have a bot. And if I don't have a bot, that $260, $280 is going to be retail. I'm automatically going to spend a solid $500 for them. And it's like, bro, that's crazy.
So to go back into what you were saying then about like the bots and everything, educate me and educate some of our listeners that may not know. What is that like for us to get sneakers now? You got to have these apps and stuff like that, right? Is it easier to get sneakers now opposed to back like maybe say 5-10 years ago, or is it harder? We'll start with that. Then is this a ploy from these corporations to lessen the demand? And heighten the demand for these sneakers, but make it harder for us to get them to inflate the price.
It's harder for me to get sneakers because I like older sneakers, like older Nike basketball shoes. And then there was a time where like probably 2012 to 2016, I sold a lot of my collection. So a lot of the shoes that I buy are from, I say, 09 to probably 2016, 2017. I rarely buy new releases now, just because it's not the same process. So I never cop from StockX, Sneakers app. What's another one? Go. I never got nothing from Go.
eBay now.
Yeah,
I mean,
heard
eBay's
of
probably your
eBay.
best spot now for the old sneakers.
See,
Yeah.
See, with me, I believe that it's easier to get sneakers now. It's just, do you want to make that sacrifice and pay that price? Because I'm huge on eBay. The shoes I told you about, the Washingtons, I got that off eBay. And that was, like I said, back in 2013. I'm a huge eBay person. I feel like I can get all these shoes off eBay. Those Ravs right now are going on eBay for $120. So I already know.
But are they real?
Yeah, eBay have eBay authenticity, so it's gonna say that it's real. It's like StockX. It says that this stuff is real.
Gotcha.
So with that, I already know I'm able to cop it. But back in the day, you're more selective. It's more exclusive, but also depends on where you're at. Here in KC, we not getting no exclusive drops like that. You feel me? Because we don't have no exclusive stores around here. Instead of like Chicago, LA, New York, regions like that, right? We're not gonna get those exclusives here. So I know I can easily go on StockX, go eBay. I can find a plug, stuff like that. That I can get these shoes. I just have to pay that resale price that I don't want to pay for it.
Because you could go to a store here, but say if I wanted some Jason Kidd Flight 5s, nobody would have them here.
And that's where I'm gonna go on eBay. Me personally, I'm gonna go on eBay or Facebook Marketplace. But I be in the trenches with it. We was talking off camera about like the vintage stuff that he got on right now, and I named the price like he got the hat for $13. That's just me knowing like back in the day, me doing the research. Me used to sell stuff on eBay, knowing okay, I know that just from way back when. I know I can get the same price off that right now if I wanted to. But that's completely different to like the sneaker culture, but somewhat similar at the same time.
So let's get into this then. So, all right, we got 3 different styles here. Let's get into these possibly going to be debated, cause some debate. You mentioned, I guess, the running joke between you and Dante is the A6 or something like that. He's more of a J guy. What do y'all think is the best shoe ever made? And I'm not saying it has to be like a Jordan 1 or Nike, wherever. You can just say if you think Jordan has the best shoe, just say Jordan. If you think ASIC has the best shoe, or ASIC, or whatever,
So
however you
just
want to go.
brand or shoe?
Let's do brand first, and you
Brand.
can break it down to shoe. What do you think is the best and why?
If I'm gonna go off again, I like what I like, but I'm gonna go off just straight comfort. If I like the question that's posed, if you could wear one shoe for the rest of your life, what would it be? Because then you really got to sit there and think, I really want to be comfortable. Like I'm gonna wear the ASIC Gel Light 3. Like I feel like I'm walking on clouds, and also it's such a, I want to say it's a slept on sneaker because they got crazy designs. There's so many different models of the A6 too, and I mean even now, like I'm starting to see people posting like sneaker groups, like I got these A6 for sale. And I'm like, dang, I thought these were mine. Like I thought I finally had some that it's just mine. But it's actually cool to see other people like sporting A6 and stuff like that. So I mean, as much as I love Nikes and SBs and stuff like that, like for me, I just love the comfort of A6.
Wait, so is this the 3?
Yeah, that's the Gel Light 3 right
is this
there.
the shoe basically you were saying? All right.
Yep, same shoe I got on right now.
Yeah, with the tag on it. Come on now.
Oh, it is a tag on it, so these ain't been worn either.
No, I got those recently, but
okay.
these I'm gonna wear all day. See, I can get these for retail all day.
Gotcha.
That's the easy thing.
Gotcha. These are clean.
Those hard.
He knew we was recording. He went shopping. He was like, hey, stop playing with me. He knew what was going on. All right, what about one of y'all?
The favorite brand part or like the comfort?
Either
The brand
one,
I
man.
would say.
No one's saying comfort. I said the best shoe.
Well,
that
he
you
said
think-
comfort. He said comfort. So I was like going off him as well. So I would say the best brand, I'll have to say Nike just because of everything that they have ever.
No, not brand. We said what's the best shoe? Who has the best shoe?
And we talking
Like
about,
when we say Nike, we like Nike Blazer, Nike SB, Nike
Man,
Dunk.
if we-
Yeah.
But I
go-
think you gotta go more into detail.
All right, cool. That's what I
Yeah.
mean. Then.
Yeah,
Like y'all were
got
just talking about SB. It's not SB. Then it's Dunk or something of that nature.
Or like I said, like if you had to wear one shoe, I'm talking the rest of your life. Like you get any different color, but you have to wear that shoe.
comfort, I'm taking probably Adidas Ultra Boost because those are the most comfortable shoes I've ever worn. Actual like status and impact on culture, I'm taking Nike. And you could say anything. Nike Air Max just because I'm a Marty McFly person. Shout out to Back to the Future. Like I'll say those probably like my grails. And then I'll say actual impact modeling wise, Saya, shout out to my boy D Nice, somewhere in America. I think he has the best original brand right now that's actually impacting the culture. And he's a black owner and creative designer. He's killing the game, bro. So, and I know him personally. He's like one of my mentors. So I think like him, especially because he made Under Armour hot. He made like Nikes, because Nike now, they just customize your stuff and just put it for their stuff, and it's weak because like the actual material quality is whack. But I'd say impact wise, Nike, Side Collect for that actual movement right now, and then most comfortable shoe, Adidas Ultra Boost.
But it's on you, Dante. He named 3 different shoes.
Hey,
I
think I answered everything.
Covered it.
What do you think is the greatest shoe? What's the greatest shoe?
To me, so I have a couple answers. If I had to pick one sneaker that I had to wear the rest of my life, it would probably be the Jordan 4, just with the different colorways. But I'm a sucker for 90s Nike sneakers. I'm talking about Pennies, Jason Kidds, Dion's,
The Pippins.
Pippins, Humeras. Like, it's just something about Bo Jackson, something about the era from, I say, 89 to maybe 97, 98 of Nike and the invention of the air bubble, and just like how I like the bulky shoes. I got a pair of I don't know if y'all remember the 95, 96 Bulls. They all, or actually the team shoes that Jesus Shuttlesworth team wore and he got game. They called the Air More Up Tempos 90, I think they 95. So he was like 95, 96, 97. Just the big, bulky, big swooshes. Like, that's the big airs on the sneaker. Like, I just love that look.
I believe back then that's when they was actually being creative too, because now they just like, oh, you like this shoe in the 90s, here's a re-release. But it's like that's when they was actually designing and being creative. That's when Tinker was in his bag. Like,
Facts.
you couldn't say nothing. He was like, he's still him, but it was like, it's different, bro. And now it's like, we just get the same. You want the Jordans here, boom, different colorway.
And I think Dion only had maybe 3 signature sneakers, but like the Diamond Turf is one of the craziest shoes ever created. Like, just the 1 and the 2. Like, it's just, I mean, for a shoe to look like it got flames on it, like, it's, I mean, yeah. So I had to say, but the 4s, even though they uncomfortable to wear, the look of the Jordan 4, I mean, just the colorways of that.
Classic.
If I had to, but.
So the ones don't count on that? I know everybody be wearing ones.
I'm not the ones is hype.
One's a hype shoe, bro.
Yeah.
No, if you
One's
go
a
back
hype.
to 2015, who's wearing ones? Go back to 2010, who's wearing ones?
And actually,
2s, who wearing 2s?
The
Nobody.
way people make fun of mids, there was a pack, the Old Love New Love pack that was mids, the black and yellow joints, and then the white and black and red. Those was crazy popular. So now everything is, oh, you can't wear mids, and like, what? Where did that come
I
from?
think someone clowned me. I think Reese clowned me about having some 1 mids. I threw them away. I started painting in one of the 2. I was like, damn.
Yeah,
I ain't never doing this again.
Ones is all hype.
Damn. All right. Well, bet. What is the best shoe that you, and we're gonna keep this rolling now. What is the best shoe that you personally own? You've personally owned. It can be a shoe that's here, not here.
I gotta do this to Dante.
What, the AC?
No, it's not even here. Like, again, these are like sneakers I've been looking for my whole life, and I love my sneakers. And this is really just kind of a little bit of a jab, but man, my Crocs.
Oh,
Wait, those count as sneakers?
Oh, absolutely. You put them in sport mode. You hit them in the back, and hey, that turns into a full blown sneaker. But
Sport mode is crazy.
that's
I
my.
seen somebody hooping Crocs. Like,
Bro,
dead
fix
ass.
it. Do it all.
Dead ass.
Crocs are so, and this is more of a joking one, but real stuff. Crocs are cheap. They're comfortable. You get up and go. It's the new slide. It really is the new slide. Am I lying though?
Yes.
Oh,
I
here
thought
we go.
Yeezys was the new slides.
Well, he's
Nah,
got a new
Crocs.
slide, but I ain't mad at that.
Yeah, it's a Croc. But if I had to, like, my favorite sneaker is probably it probably is my probably is the Travs.
Those straps right there.
Yep.
Nice. Okay.
Mine would have to be my Washington SBs. Like, I've done everything in those shoes. Play basketball, skateboard. Like, I've done everything in those shoes. I restored them, did everything. Like, those are amazing. It's those and my Pippins, because, like, just symbolic to me. Those are amazing. Everything else is, like, they cool. I got the Tyler Creators. They trash. I don't care about them. I wear them a couple of times. They not comfortable. Let me take that back. Tyler Creator, you made a great shoe. They're just not comfortable. But that's not your fault. That's Converse fault. I don't like how the model is. Like, when pigs fly, I think those are like my grill, but I don't have them. Those are my grill though. Like the pink suede on them. Oh,
The lows or the highs?
The highs.
The pink and silver joints?
Yeah, them with the gum bottoms go crazy on God. Like, who rocking with them? Ooh. Oh, me. But yeah, those be like, those my favorite. Those my grills.
I got two, and I cannot find them. And a lot of people don't know. Back in I think it was the early 2000s, Tim Duncan and Kevin Garnett was both signed with Nike. And Tim Duncan had the Flight Posits, and they was silver. They was big, bulky, looked like some Tin Man sneakers. And then Kevin Garnett had the KG3s, and I'll never forget they was our team shoes when I was in 5th and 6th grade. And ever since then, I can't find neither one of them, and my size or like a dead stock version of them. If somebody can help me find both of those, I'll blow a bag on them.
You had team shoes in the 5th grade? That's crazy.
Yeah.
You come from real
Privilege.
What? Okay, cool. So y'all kind of already answered this. Then, what's the one shoe that you would like to own that you don't own? Y'all already kind of got into that. What about you?
That's easy. What the Dunk.
What the Dunk?
It's it's a collaboration of like 15 different pairs of Dunks. So both shoes are completely different. It's maybe 10 years ago it was attainable when it was like around 3,000, but now to get that shoe, I'd have to spend anywhere from, I don't know, 12 to 15K to get it.
Jeez.
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm never getting that shoe.
My grill would be the Red Octobers. Those, like,
Oh, the Kanye's.
yeah.
Okay.
And I know he like canceled right now, but man, those could be a hype shoe. But I'm telling you, man, you see those red soles glow. You put on blood on the leaves. God, I'm telling you. Come on now, that aura different.
But I think we really showing like our differences of like style, but our originality of what we really like.
Yeah.
Because I just said my grills was some Tim Duncans and Kevin Garnett. Like,
That's crazy. No one's saying that.
Nobody's saying that.
Those are both my favorite players growing up, though, before LeBron. That's why I wore number 21, Tim Duncan and Kevin Garnett. So if I seen the shoes you're talking about, I'd probably be like, oh, I get those bulky shoes, too.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Let me ask y'all this then. Like, for instance, he does custom shoes, right?
A custom and restore.
So you do customs. You don't prefer customs, right? There should not be this long of an answer.
Yeah, stop playing, bro. You know what you like.
I've never like thought about it. Like, honestly, I've never thought it. The only thing people always, like with me having a clothing line, they always say, oh, you should think about shoes. I'm like, no, I would want to do a collab with a brand. But I think it would be dope to have like a sneaker with all my logos on it. That would be dope.
Gotcha. But I'm just saying that's I guess a different level, different forms of being, I guess, sneakerhead, because you do customs. You probably just don't even maybe prefer customs. What about you?
I can appreciate the creative design that goes into customs, because I went to your Instagram, I saw some of your videos.
these people to
You
Instagram?
paint them little pictures, and that stuff is so intricate. Like, that is crazy. And I can respect it. I mean, I've done a couple of shoes off like Nike ID. Like, I made my own Blazers and I made my own Dunks and something like that. Yeah. Just something like quick. Like, oh, I really wish I had this colorway. Oh, I can finally make it because I have Nike ID. Yeah. Not to say I would never buy a pair of customs because, shoe surgeon,
Basically-
he makes some of the coldest shoe customs
I want
ever.
you to know, y'all talking like I take offense to this.
Hey, that was deja vu. That was trauma right there. I felt like I was getting friend zoned again. You're such a nice guy. You're
The Dornbeckers.
You said what?
What do you think about all the Dornbecker sneakers?
I'm not a fan.
None of them?
I'm not a fan.
Even though little kids make them?
What is that supposed to mean? I'm sorry, that little kid's supposed to have my validation. No,
you
I'm not a
like
fan.
Not one.
I'm not a fan. I think they're trash, like for real. And you can, it's your opinion, you know.
Yeah, that's your
like,
opinion. Yeah.
I know I wear my customs, but you have some stuff that's like complex, like out there.
Right.
I do that either because like I have like a wrestling Timberland custom, right? And it's like because I like wrestling, like that's like a thing. But I'm not just gonna put like anything on a shoe because like I think that's whack. I also am getting to a point where I think I like more simplistic things just because of I can match with everything. If I just go out with a custom, it's like, ooh, I gotta make sure that this match with everything. I just don't want a custom jacket if that's the case.
Right.
You know, so
what is it? So this is a custom, right?
yeah, that's the Star Wars. Yeah.
Oh, this is dope.
So one
This Darth
side,
Vader?
one side is Darth Vader, and then the other I got in a box. I got Dark Maul on that joint. You feel me? I'm not a Star Wars fan.
I would wear them.
You'll rock them?
Yeah.
So you
I
never
said
even
I like
said
them
these, 'cause
early.
I can tell by
No.
the bottoms you ain't, because I would have
That's not my
these
size.
bottoms.
Those are my that's not my size. I don't wear those.
So what size?
You
If
feel me?
anyone out there need a
Those
size
are-
9.
Those are women's shoes.
Oh, that is.
Oh,
no.
women,
Yeah.
9Y.
Yeah, you feel me?
9
Said
women.
nah,
Well, like,
You can't go wrong with Air Force One though.
nah,
Yeah, Air Force One was one of my favorite shoes,
classic.
It depends on how I'm feeling. I get the black ones on, y'all. Just you know what type of time it is. Patrick Beverly time. What is y'all crazy? What is the craziest sneaker store that y'all that you might have? Either it can be trying to get the sneaker. It could either be just whatever. Craziest sneaker story that you can think of.
I got a crazy. So the Concords, and it's funny the Breads is up there, but the Concords was dropping. It was 2012. I never forget. I was at playing ball at Johnson County Community College, and me, my girlfriend at the time, my wife now, and my cousin, we went to go camp out for them. So we went to Oak Park Mall. It was wicked. Everybody was rushing, trying to fight and all this. So if you step out of line, you lose your spot, like regardless. So my wife and my cousin was standing in line. I stepped out of line because, Oak Park got they had at the time 5 sneaker stores, I think. So I stepped out. Here comes the toy cop. Oh, no. Can't get back in. And I'm like, okay, I can't get the shoe, but I'll just get something else. So then my homeboy, he's at another location. So he calls me. He's like, yo, bro, we got this last size that's your size. So I go up, and I'm like, what happened? Like, I thought everything was sold out. So dude, and I don't know how he just didn't check his account or what, but he got up to the register, swipes his card, declines. So why are you going up to the register? You know you about to get these shoes. And at the time, Jay's went up to they was $210 after tax. So you got to make sure you at least got $211 in your account. So he swipes decline. So I'm like, shit. He moved to the side. I slide in. I get the shoes. It's a wrap.
So he just did you a little gesture, a little friendly gesture, like he couldn't get them, so he just gave them to you?
No, I didn't know the guy.
Oh.
I didn't. It was
no line?
No, this was in stores.
Why wasn't no line in that store?
Because it was it's a what's that place called over it's in Leawood. It's
Harold Penners?
What, Dick's Sporting Goods?
Shields.
It's by Dick's. They used to have a finish line over there.
Oh, Tilly's?
No, the shopping center. It's a plaza.
Town Center.
Town Center. Yeah, it was Town Center Plaza. So it was you could only fit maybe 15, 20 people at the time.
Yeah.
So that's why it was so small compared to the mall. So my boy, he was leaving. He already copped his shoes.
Mm-hmm.
So then he's like, dude, you know, he trying to, no, man, my card ain't declined. Like, he swiped it at least 4 or 5 times.
There ain't no money coming.
I'm standing behind him, though, like, this can't be real.
And it was your size.
Yeah, it was
That's
my
funny.
size.
That's funny. What about you? Are you over there itching?
Me? No, I'm not.
You ain't got nothing?
You want a story? Which one of those you want a story on?
It don't matter.
You want? All right. So I go with the blue ones, right? The Tyler creators. So this is when I studied abroad. I was in line as well, right? So studied abroad in France, and I'm there with 2 of my homies. He had a pop-up shop, right? He got a pop-up shop. Me and my homies, he's performing the next day at this festival. So we just go to the pop-up shop. We didn't even plan on going. We're literally just walking, and then there it is. We're like, oh, snap, like, what's this line for? We see, like, you know, golf everything, like, plastered everywhere on the windows, on, like, the street lamps, everything, right? We got people, women out there with chaps on. You know what chaps is? Yeah, like, no, real talk, real Parisian swag. Shout out to y'all, you feel me? So I'm like, dang, like, they really out here. I'm like, dang, so I'm waiting in line. I got the Timbs on that I was talking about. And with me, I always got business cards, so I'm like, man, we just waiting in this line. Let me, like, work the room real quick. We outside. Gave my business card to everybody. I'm talking to people. Like, I get... Somebody took a picture, like, I'm on, like, they page, like, talking to people. You see me, I got my Snapple shirt on with the Timbs. This is my stuff, yada, yada, yada. I'm the kid, you know, the Hokage. Check me out on Instagram. So we go inside. Music is blasting, right? Boom, they playing some real, like, Playboy Cardi going crazy. Yeah, they got the red joints, the green joints, the blue ones, and then they got, like, another colorway. Ray Shrimmer just dropped their album, right? Shrimp Life. And they had a song called 42. European side, that's a 42. So I picked up the shoes, and it says, like, I'm in France, it says 42. I said, damn, I gotta do it. I said, I'm not even a consumer like that. I'm not. But I said, dang, the vibe.
It all lined up. It all lined up.
It was crazy, right? And I was like, nah, I got them. I said, I'm gonna put them down. I don't even like Converses like that. My homie came like, those kind of hard though. I'm in a fraternity. Those are my colors, the pink and blue, the delicate shades. I said, and it kind of matched them too. I was like, you know what? Let me chill. And then they played 42 in the store. It was a wrap.
Vibe. You had a collar.
I was like, hey man, what size are those? Yeah, just bring them. I put them on. I didn't even have them on my feet. No lie. I did not have them on my feet for no more than 20 seconds. I said, man, they mad uncomfortable. I take them. Bought them.
I'll take it.
Bought them, right? The next day, we went to the festival. We saw Tyler Craig perform. And I was like, dang, this dude an artist. I ain't gonna lie, he kind of cold. I'm glad I bought him now. Came back home warm. I said, damn, they uncomfortable. That's my story.
Oh, man.
I feel like, all right, so we got a lot of different shoes up here. Like, just even people into y'all's, like, psyche, seeing how different y'all all are when it comes to even being a sneakerhead. I feel like it's dope and different people could relate. Even seeing those Dark Vaders, those customs going into the SBs, to the Travis, to the, what are those Breads? Mm-hmm. Look at me, I'm knowing stuff, I'm learning. Just the different styles is I feel like it's pretty dope. Are those the pennies?
Yeah.
Which ones? I didn't even see.
Colorway,
Big feet. But yeah, well, I want to keep this as an ongoing conversation. Is there any last little sayings statements y'all want to get out before we conclude here?
Rock what you like and don't believe the hype.
You stole my whole thing.
Did you write that?
No.
Did he write with that? Did he Google search that? That was actually kind of fire.
I just don't. I've never been a hype guy. Like, rock whatever. Have confidence in what you like and just be swanky in your own way.
Yes, sir.
On that note,
I got something to say. Like super important.
that was a great way to end off right there.
No, I see y'all finessing these kids out here. I see y'all doing it. That is not okay. Y'all giving away mystery boxes for like $700, and they getting like some pandas. And I see what y'all doing, bro. Y'all are not for the culture. I'm looking at every single camera. Y'all are not for the culture, bro. Y'all need to stop that, bro.
700
Every
was
sneaker
pandas.
expose, all that. Have y'all not seen that on Twitter? Y'all going crazy, bro, and I can't affiliate with y'all. But what he said was right, bro. Rock them sneakers, baby. Rock them.
On that note, appreciate y'all again for coming through the Room 212. Subscribe, please like, share the video. It helps us out, helps us grow our channel. Instagram tag, TikTok tag will also be in the description. Signing out. Thank you, Chris, Devin, for being here. Dante, my brother, appreciate you again. DJ behind the camera. And until next time, peace.